Should I stay or should I go now? If I stay, there will be trouble. And if I go, there will be double. Follow your friends? Okay. You're right, Thomas. We all must report together. Thanks again. Thomas smiled and waved his tail. I headed to the fence. Half an hour later. Oh. I fell behind my friends and came to the camp later than them. It's nice to know that these guys actually know what they're doing. Because mine is arguably this one. All of these are well theory craft positions. Like all of these cats here. This cat is trying to run away and this one's pressing the advantage. This one's springing forward and this one's using hind legs to keep distance away. And having the forepaws up to prepare in case they have enough energy or inertia to get over them still with those paws in the way. Plus he has good striking distance, so if they don't have that energy he can slice down. And then this one, position's arguable, but if he was just laying down in that direction like after a fall and he's trying to quickly recover as they spring towards the advantage, I can see that happening. Yeah, that face. He's either running in defeat or looking for a possible friendly to help out in the situation. And in this, the reason why I'm saying this one is not all that great is there's simply not much happening. Like there could be a confrontation like this, but neither of them have any momentum in either of their stances, it seems, nor are they keeping distance or trying to maintain distance or trying to control distance. So that's why I'm saying this one's bad, but the rest are good. Noise and smell of blood were greeting me when I came back. My heart was beating madly. All of ThunderClan was fighting with RiverClan cats. Huh. They do the second eye, or whatever you call the eye protection. Yeah, have you ever like look at a cat's eye from a side view? It's actually really weird how they look, because like the entire like eye is like completely flat, and then there's just a protective thing around it that like completely gives it the ball shape. It's actually quite weird to look at a cat's eye. All around me the ground was sticky with puddles of blood. Yeah. Piles of blood. Again, that's taking away realism. Because this is dirt. And if it was piles of blood, one of them, they would have to be in the same spot for an extended period of time, which is highly unlikely to happen in battle. Warriors of both clans were fighting with the last of their strength. But with fresh blood, I know Bushfar fighting with Dirty Fur. He has 34. Why are they fighting with each other? Bushfur was badly wounded and was fighting with all of the strength he had left. On the other side of the meadow, the RiverClan's deputy Torrent Night Star. It was no storm. Ready? The River Clan's deputy is tearing into Night Star, even though Night Star has a more dominant position. Granted, the River Clan's, even if you might think River Clan's deputy has a disadvantageous position, it's actually not too bad because he's using his hand legs well, and he's able to maintain the distance, preventing Night Star to give a direct blow into him and keeping him at a distance. Really, the only bad thing about this position is it's really hard to get up from, and your tail's basically completely exposed. But that's just me nerding out about all of my knowledge of fighting, basically. All of my martial arts classes and stuff. But that fight was definitely not easy for her, and she screamed at the top of her lungs that they needed to retreat. Covered in blood, River Clan warriors fled into the meadow. Only wounded ThunderClan cats were left. Well, good thing we got that flower, of which name I can't pronounce, earlier on. My body froze and I could barely make myself move on my paws to find Blueberry Pelt or somebody else. I saw a familiar silhouette laying down in the middle of the meadow. Stonepaw. Tippaw was leaning over him, crying. Well, it's like they say in the Battle of the Clans Super Edition. Your first battle as an apprentice is really the hardest, because that's the real test if you can withstand the maelstrom of battle. And it looks like Stonepaw couldn't. Tippaw was leaning over him, crying. Oh hey, we changed art styles. Tippaw. Paw. I'm dying. Sorry. He was breathing heavily. Oh, he was breathing heavily. Well, that changes that line completely. I won't repeat, though. Piddlepaw, do something. You can't die. No! And he stops breathing. Tippaw, I'm sorry. He's gone. Oh yeah, we can see what Piddlepaw looks like finally. That's an indirect feature of this scene. She burrowed her muzzle into my fur. She doesn't want to touch the blood on his, so she just does it with me. I know, but it shouldn't have happened. Those cats from River Clan. What's going on? Why the hell were they in our camp? These cats don't really know what the hell it is, so that line is technically incorrect. Yeah, that's why I was just pointing out magic. The hell word. It would be more like why in ThunderClan's name were they in our camp. It's all about ThunderClan and their phrases. And this is the forest territory, so this is pre-Rise of Dark Forest. So that's even less so likely to be known. I don't know yet. Back to the usual. Oh, hey, that's Foxtail. Tippaw, you were fighting bravely. I was rethinking a lot of things today, especially with me being completely woundless, and you be standing right in front of a dead apprentice that is scratched everywhere. Speaking of which, she doesn't have any wounds either. At least flesh wounds, that is. Sorry for not taking you to patrol with me for so long. I would say this is not the time. Stonepaw would be proud of you too. Turtlepaw, we need to take care of the wounded. Stonepaw's gone, but there are a lot who have survived and need our help. Alright, I'll go get the drugs. The badly wounded Bushford was sitting in the cave. Blueberry Pelt has already taken care of all of his wounds. And this is literally, I think this is literally the first time in all of my time in the Warrior Cats community that I actually see cats with dressing on them. I think that's mostly just because a majority of the time they put buffer in there also, just to keep the paste on, you know? Speaking of which, she did a really bad job at treating this. Like, look at that free wound there that's uncovered. It's literally just paste, so these are flesh wounds. Yeah. Bushford, what happened? Why did RiverClan cats attack us? I hope we were asking this while fetching the herbs. He shifted his tired gaze to me. The whole forest already knows that Fangstar is too old and too weak to rule the clan. They say his memory got real bad, just like his health did. So Snowstorm already behaves like a leader and does whatever she wants. The clan does whatever she says. Fangstar has difficulties talking, so Snowstorm just expresses his will. She believes that both Fangstar and our leader are flabby cowards. She probably thought she could make us free to take over our land to increase RiverClan's territory. That seems to be their plan, considering they attacked camp. You don't just attack camp for no reason. Perhaps when Fangstar made her deputy, he was already unwell. She's too ruthless and thoughtless. Or if she's just completely ruthless and thoughtless, that could be another reason why she attacked camp. One doesn't need to be a genius to understand that. Talking about how they got into our camp, 34 betrayed us. He made a deal with RiverClan and showed them the way. And then he fought as if we were arch enemies and not clanmates. He wasn't going to give up, so I had to kill him. You killed him? Be honest, I don't even know if I should tell the clan about his betrayal. Everyone's going to be so upset. What an awful story. And everything was so calm. Why do you think we have a night patrol? The forest has seen even more bloodier times. So far the death count is 2. Both ThunderClan, which is not a good sign. As long as I can remember, everything stayed more or less calm in the forest. That was the first ruthless fight I got to witness. I wonder if ruthless was just a way to describe the fight, or if it's just all one noun, like the first ruthless fight. Like I've seen fights before, but not a ruthless one. My thoughts? It's horrible. Bushford's speech was pretty long, so I hurried with medicine to the meadow. Yay, we're gathering medicine during that. That's what I was hoping for. 6 moons have passed, so we currently are 6 moons and a half into the storyline. Are you curious about what happened next? Well, I'll tell you. I'm a little bit... I swear these are all different art styles. There's a ton of more emotion in these eyes than I've seen this pretty much this entire game. And then plus these silhouetted cats in the background tell me that this is a completely new artist. It would be wrong to say that the problems disappeared. Yeah. Fangstar died and Snowstorm took his place. Not a very good scenario, right? Newly minted apprentices went to the gathering. Wait, who's that up there? I don't know who's that up there. When Snowstorm saw Sun... snow. This is the snow. When Snowstorm saw sun-intolerant Snowpaw, she threw a fit. She kept yelling that he is an omen of misfortune, a curse, and he needs to be exiled from the forest. Oh, so this is at it. So this is at a gathering. Yeah, this is a gathering. They're on High Rock, and Snowstar's for some reason using that time to yell at Snowpaw. Also, Snowpaw confirmed. I wasn't sure what their name was. If you ask me, she's a bad omen herself, but unfortunately, some cats believed her. So does that mean he got exiled? Titfor has become a warrior and is being flirted with someone. It's been really tough for us after Stonepaw's death. Not only for us though, the whole clan was mourning. Hopefully not for 6 moons, but Titfor suffered more than anybody else. Luckily she found her happiness with Reinhardt, a young warrior from our clan which has been out of the narrative thus far, for whatever reason. He helped her to handle her grief. Outside of Mentor, Blueberry Paw is still teaching me the art of healing, and we get to see ourselves again. I don't know about you, but I actually like the strong of Blueberry Paw the best out of all of the depictions. I just like this picture in general. Both ourselves and the mentor. I think I like this artist's style. She's a great mentor, and I'm not making any stupid mistakes like I used to. Oh, to be fair, we avoided that herb at the beginning. Foxglove. Foxglove seeds, that's what they are. Or foxglove seeds. I knew I recognized them. Here, my story ends. Your story ends when you're still an apprentice in training. Okay. Scenario, bamboo, and other people. Backgrounds, munchkin sprites. Art endings, Ophelia Nino. What? Oh yeah, by the way, they have their own, like, music. Sprite with someone's correction. And that's all, folks. No, I don't think they were deathberries. I'm pretty sure they're foxglove seeds. That's a little bit of an interesting turn of endings in terms of what they had before. But yeah, I don't really know what to comment on it. It's good. I was surprised to find Titpaw, I would say that. certainly was surprised to have a sister called Titpaw. As Magic said, apparently it's a bird. I'm not too familiar with it.